AJ Lee gives update on WWE return and CM Punk denial. AJ Lee just posted and then deleted a Facebook update saying she's not injured, she's not on a book tour, and she's coming back to WWE soon to take the Women's Intercontinental Championship from Becky Lynch, which is the most AJ Lee way to handle people asking where you've been. The woman returned after a decade away, had one mixed tag match at Wrestlepalooza with CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, teased going after the IC title, and then vanished for weeks, leaving everyone wondering if her comeback was just a one-off or the start of something bigger. Welcome back to the Wrestling Hidden Insight, and today we're breaking down AJ's cryptic social media update, what CM Punk supposedly denied about her return, why she's been absent despite the hype, and whether we're actually going to get AJ versus Becky for the Women's Intercontinental Championship or if WWE is just teasing us with something they have no intention of delivering. Let's start with AJ Lee's return in September, because for fans who've been following her since she left WWE in 2015, seeing her back was surreal. AJ walked away from wrestling at the height of her career, retired young, and spent a decade doing other things. She wrote books. She produced films with actress Aimee Garcia. She supported CM Punk through his various wrestling and non-wrestling ventures. She lived a life outside WWE and seemed perfectly content never coming back. But then September 2025 happened, and AJ Lee returned. Not for a random appearance. Not for a Hall of Fame induction. But for an actual match. A mixed tag team match at Wrestlepalooza where she and Punk faced Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. That match was everything fans wanted. AJ looked like she hadn't missed a beat. The chemistry between all four wrestlers was perfect. And the story of real-life couples facing off in the ring added an extra layer that made it feel special. But what made people really excited was what happened in the weeks leading up to Wrestlepalooza. AJ started teasing that she was going after the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She attacked Becky Lynch on SmackDown, picked up the title after Becky left it in the ring, and skipped around with it like it was already hers. The next week on Raw, AJ wore the title around her waist and mocked Becky. That's not the behavior of someone who's just making a quick cameo appearance. That's someone setting up a feud. That's someone saying I'm back and I want that championship. But then Wrestlepalooza happened, and after that match AJ disappeared. Weeks went by. No AJ on Raw. No AJ on SmackDown. No appearances, no promos, nothing. And fans started asking the obvious questions. Is she injured? Did something happen? Was the return just a one-time thing? Is WWE not using her because they don't have plans for her? The speculation was rampant because WWE had built up this AJ versus Becky rivalry and then just dropped it without explanation. And that's where the now-deleted Facebook post comes in. AJ took to social media to address the absence directly. She said she's not injured. She's not on a book tour promoting anything. And she's expected to be back in WWE soon. She also sent a warning to Becky Lynch that she's still coming for that Intercontinental Championship. That post answered some questions but also created new ones. If AJ isn't injured and isn't busy with other projects, why has she been absent? Is it creative not having anything for her? Is it AJ choosing when she wants to appear? Is it WWE saving her return for a specific moment? The post didn't clarify the reason for the absence, just confirmed that the absence is temporary and AJ will be back. The fact that AJ deleted the post is also interesting. Did WWE ask her to take it down because they don't want her giving updates on social media? Did AJ delete it herself because she revealed too much? Was it a test to see how fans would react? Deleted social media posts always create more intrigue than they resolve because now we're left wondering why it was deleted and whether the information in it is still accurate. Now let's talk about the CM Punk denial that's been mentioned in various reports. According to some sources, there were rumors that CM Punk was the one who didn't want AJ back in WWE or didn't want her wrestling regularly because he's protective and doesn't want her getting hurt. But Punk supposedly denied this, saying that AJ makes her own decisions about her career and he supports whatever she wants to do. That denial is important because it shuts down the narrative that Punk is controlling AJ's wrestling career or preventing her from doing what she wants. AJ is her own person. She's a grown woman who can decide for herself whether she wants to wrestle, how often she wants to wrestle, and what she wants to accomplish in this comeback run. The Women's Intercontinental Championship situation is also evolving in AJ's absence. Becky Lynch is still the champion, but she's got other challengers circling. Maxine Dupree has been on a quest to take the title and has defeated Becky twice on Raw. Once by countout and once by DQ after Becky weaponized the title during the match. Those wins don't result in title changes because of the finishes, but they establish Maxine as a legitimate threat and a potential future champion. So when AJ does return, she's not just walking into a singles feud with Becky. She's walking into a situation where multiple women want that championship, and she's going to have to fight through everyone to get her shot. The timing of AJ's return will be crucial. If she comes back too late, the momentum from her September appearances will be completely gone. Fans will have moved on. Becky might have lost the title to Maxine or someone else. The story WWE was building will have fizzled out. But if AJ returns soon, maybe at the next premium live event or in the next few weeks on Raw or SmackDown, she can pick up where she left off. She can reignite the feud with Becky. She can insert herself into the title picture. And she can give fans the time. Is this a full-time return where she's going to be on television every week for the foreseeable future? Or is this a part-time schedule where she appears for big matches and storylines but isn't grinding week to week? AJ is in her late 30s. She's been retired for a decade. Her body isn't 25 anymore. Wrestling full-time at this stage would be demanding and potentially risky. But wrestling part-time on a limited schedule could work. She could have big matches at premium live events, cut promos to build those matches, and not have to be in the ring every single week taking bumps. The Women's Intercontinental Championship is the perfect vehicle for AJ's comeback because it's a title that didn't exist during her first run. This would be adding a new accolade to her legacy. AJ was a 3-time Divas champion during her original WWE tenure. She was one of the best women's wrestlers of her era. But she never got to compete for titles like the Intercontinental Championship because the women's division wasn't structured that way back then. Now in 2025, women have the same opportunities as men. There's a Women's Intercontinental Championship and a Women's United States Championship. AJ winning the IC title would be her proving that she can still compete at the highest level a decade after retiring and adding hardware to her resume that wasn't even available before.